Nieve's numbers very early for him. Only 2 games. So the first appearance was in relief. That was at Washington, where he threw 2 scoreless. But everybody remembers that big win in Yankee Stadium after that horrific loss of the first game of the series.
And Upton smashes one to short. Cora right in front of it. And there's the first down of the night.
Very stiff-legged on his back leg.
Slow ground ball, and Nieve off the mound to grab it. So Nieve succeeds in keeping Upton and Crawford off the bases first time around.
And that stops you and keeps your balance.
And a high fly ball hit to left field. Sheffield moving back onto the warning track. Right back near the 371 to make the grab. Longoria just getting under one. And Nieve pitches a 1-2-3 opening inning as the Mets go up against right-hander Andy Sonnenstein.
No, Sonnenstein has had a tough year so far. 13 games so far. Won last year. 1-6 away with an ERA of 8.55.
3-2, and Cora bounces one to second. Ben Zobrist moving to his right and makes the toss to get Cora one away.
Curious positioning there.
And his double last night was to left center. Yeah, it's in there for a call strike 3. Goes down looking at the fastball.
Breaking pitch he's thrown. Everything's been flat so far. There's another one.
Big bouncer down to Pena, and the Gold Glover fields it and takes it himself. And so a very tidy first inning for Andy Sonnenstein as he sets the Mets down 1-2-3. On to the second. No score.
Steal.
1-2. Pena goes down swinging at the changeup. And Nieve has his first strikeout of the night.
Okay.
Popped up, shallow center. On comes Beltran, and he makes the grab. Ball didn't have a lot of air under it, so Beltran really had to hustle for the second out. And Gross takes low ball 4, and so Nieve gives the Rays their first base runner of the night.
They need to hit and run too.
On the inside corner, strike 3 call. Comes inside with the fastball and gets right looking. And Gary lines one into center field, and he's got the first hit of the night for either team. And he missed ball 4. The 2-1 hit in the air to deep right center field. Back goes Upton, going back, warning track, looking up, and it's out of here! Brian Schneider with a 3-run homer. First home run of the season for Schneider, and it's 3-0 New York. Now Schneider got into a good home run groove late last season. He has started to hit since coming off the DL and now delivers his first home run of 2009.
Well, it falls behind the count, gets into a hitter's count, Gare. Fastball, oh boy, right down Broadway. And you continue to live on that outside corner to left-hand hitters and you don't pitch inside, then they're going to be diving on you, and you're going to get your lunch.
Just to the right of that 415 mark and well back into the bullpen. That'd have to be at least 425 or 430. Castillo bounces one over the mound. Bartlett to his left makes the quick toss and gets Castillo for the second out. And Fernando goes down swinging. That ends the inning.
295 in 120 games.
Switch hitter lines one toward left field, a base hit. Sheffield over to play it. Navarro doesn't run very well, so he stops at first base with a leadoff single. The first hit off Fernando Nieve to bunt in this spot, but not now with 2 strikes, and he grounds one toward the middle, and manager knows best. Sonnenstein gets a base hit.
How about that? Sometimes you can come out smelling like a rose. Half of his face. He doesn't face the pitcher. It's interesting.
He lunges for the slider, lifts it to right center, and Church is in to grab it for the first down. Here's the 2-2 to Crawford. Hit back to Nieve. He might not have a chance, except he makes a low throw. Cora makes the recovery and turns the double play. Cora grounds one toward the middle, and he's got a base hit. So after making the fine play on the defensive end, Cora gets the Mets started in the third.
Part and parcel of why Whitey said that there was Cora.
And Murphy with the hit and run single. Cora will pull in at second as Crawford was playing shallow.
But we did deal with it. And
double play ball right at Zobrist. The turn by Bartlett, low throw, and scooped out beautifully by the Gold Glover Pena to complete the double play.
Well, watch this throw, the slide right there. Not a good throw. Fortunately, it's a long hop. But watch where the glove starts, you kids. Look at the glove. Where's it start? Ground up. You never want to start up, then try to go down. You can't go as fast. You can always go quicker from the ground up. Beautiful play by the Gold Glover. That everybody felt we were going to win every year. It didn't feel that way.
Wright cracks one to right field. Back goes Gross near the wall, and it hits the fence. In to score is Cora, sliding into second is Wright safely with a two-base hit. And there's not much that the rest of the team could do about that.
In '87, we started the season without Doc and without Roger McDowell.
Sheffield draws the walk, second one given up by Sonnenstein, and now they'll face Church with two men on. The trade of Kazmir for Victor Zambrano. Hit in the air to right field, and Gross is there waiting for it. So Church retired to end the inning, but the Mets tack on a run as David Wright. Again, the 3-2 to Longoria, and he walked him. So there's the second walk given up by Nieve. On the inside corner, strike three call.
And it's very similar to Seattle's uniform, correct?
Hit in the air to right center field, chasing Beltran back to the track. He runs it down some 412 feet away. Now Zobrist hit it to the wrong part of the ballpark, including Nelson Figueroa, but they opted for Nieve, and he has impressed. And he strikes out Gross to end the inning. Third strikeout for Nieve, works around the leadoff walk. Middle of the fourth, 4-0 Mets.
Cutter on the outside corner, and he cut it over the middle of the plate and down, and a bomb.
Third ball hit on one hop to Zobrist, and he throws out Schneider for the first out. Traditional. Line the other way, Crawford moving over, and there are two out. Crawford positioned perfectly against the swings of Castillo. Homered yesterday. Nieve down swinging, so Sonnenstein gets the strikeout.
Everybody's got to sacrifice.
Jason Bartlett pops the first pitch up, and Daniel Murphy down to play it. One pitch for Nieve and one out in the top of the fifth. Serious about sitting or standing and watching the game. In there for a call strike three. Navarro down looking. Fourth strikeout for Nieve. Cora playing him up the middle this time. Perfect spot to be, and Nieve's got himself a 1-2-3 inning, his second of the night. Here's Alex Cora leading off the home fifth, and he hits one to center field. B.J. Upton right there to play it. One pitch, and Cora retired. Double from David Wright in the third. Breaking ball up the middle, and Murphy has his second hit of the night. Well, Daniel Murphy showing some positive signs. That's 6 for 12 over the last 3 days. Ground ball down to Pena. Gets one. Bartlett's return. Sonnenstein covers. Safe. He was off the bag. And he gets right swinging. Sonnenstein fans David for the second time. 5 strikeouts for Sonnenstein. We've played 5 now at Citi Field. 2-2 to Upton. Bounce toward the hole. Cora on the backhand has no play against the speed of Upton. Couldn't get a good grip. And it's an infield single for Upton. Just the third hit off Nieve.
Well, the backhand.
1.2 referring to the pitcher's time. 1.2 seconds getting it to home plate. Cora retreating on the pop-up by Crawford, and that's the first out of the inning.
Slightly open stance.
There goes Upton. Pitch outside. Schneider's throw not in time. 2-2 now, and Longoria takes in the dirt. Schneider can't get enough of a piece of it, and that enables Upton to move over to third. David Wright threatened that the other day. 3-2 to Longoria, too high, ball 4, and the Rays have 2 men on. On 2-0. Pena swings, dribbles one back to Nieve, goes to second, gets the force there, relay to first, not in time as a run comes home. Upton hesitated before he broke from third, but as soon as Nieve released that ball, he took off of the plate, and the ball just hit too slowly for the Mets to turn two in case he falters. Driven to right field, but Church has plenty of room out there, and that'll do it for the Rays in the top of the sixth.
They sense that they've quit on him.
Sheffield lines one to left field. It stays up for Crawford. And that's the first out of the inning.
You know, then you get traded over to a team that wants you. It's a shot in the arm. It's
how the guys treated me and how they helped me learn from my mistakes. As Church tries to doink one into center, and that's going to fall and base hit for Ryan Church.
Standing taller now. And Schneider goes the other way. In comes Crawford, and he picks off another line drive. That's the second out. And Church back to first.
Mechanical.
1-0 to Castillo. Church runs. Navarro's throw into the runner. Backed up by Zobrist to keep Church from going to third. Fourth stolen base of the year for Ryan Church.
And it's not the end of the world that he got sent down. Mickey Mantle got sent down.
Oh, heck, he's only 20 years old. Bouncing ball down at Pena. And Sonnenstein gets over to cover. That ends the inning.
Nick Evans recently called up with Mike Pelfrey.
Parnell walks the first man to face him. Not the way he wanted to start. Now the 1-2. Line into left field. A base hit for Bartlett. And so Parnell coming on here in the seventh. A walk and a base hit greet him. And just like that, the Rays will get the tying run to the plate.
Short and third.
Navarro cracks one to right field, chasing Church back. He gets there to make the catch. Tagging at second is Gross. He'll move over to third. So Navarro hit that ball solidly. He struck him out. And Upton swings, grounds one over the bag and down the line, a base hit. Gross scores. Bartlett racing for third as it goes into the deep corner. Bartlett will come home to score. It's a two-run double for B.J. Upton, and it cuts the lead to 4-3. The ball gets away, and Upton goes to third. There was no 1-2. Tap back to Feliciano, and the beautiful play to end the inning. Feliciano like a contortionist catching that ground ball. 4-3 New York. Bouncing ball for Bartlett. And he throws out Tatis one away.
He just started rehab, though.
Yeah, he's not going to be back for a while still. Another chance for Bartlett. And he throws out Cora for the second out. Line drive, base hit, and Murphy has another three-hit game. Well, he's getting back to being Daniel Murphy, using that center and left side of the field.
Well, he's using the attacking the outside corner and staying level, hitting the ball with the plate. Excellent signs.
Here's the 0-2. Holds up. Delayed steal attempt by Murphy, and he's a dead duck at second base. Tried to sneak one. Bartlett makes the tag. 2-6 on the caught stealing, and that ends the inning.
Pitching staffs of Major League Baseball today.
2-2. Breaking ball struck him out. Now 2-1. And Pena drives one to left center field. Beltran won't get there. It hops up against the wall. Pena racing to second. And he pulls in with a one-out double. And the Rays have the tying run in scoring position with one out.
Well, that's what your approach off a sinker ball pitcher. You don't try to pull him. That's a ball he could have pulled. That had a lot of the plate.
Now the 3-0. And that's ball four. And Zobrist is on. He struck him out. He struck him out. And the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts of Gross and Bartlett, and Green gets himself out of trouble in the eighth. 4-3 New York. Tomorrow.
Isn't that a much better scoreboard than Yankee Stadium?
Carlos Beltran lines one into left center, and he's got himself his first base hit of the night. And the Mets have the leadoff man on at the bottom of the eighth. 2-2 to right. Slider struck him out. Third time David's been fanned tonight. There goes Beltran. Navarro's throw is high, and Beltran has a stolen base. His 11th of the year. 1-2 to Sheffield. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wheeler as he gets Wright and Sheffield 2 out.
Well, Chef right here is completely full. You can see where he.
Beltran takes off. Church lines one toward the middle. Base hit. And Beltran comes in to score that insurance run. 5-3 New York. Church behind in the count with Beltran running. Knocks in his 15th run of the year.
Stay there.
And Schneider goes down swinging to end the inning, but the Mets had a big insurance run on Church's RBI hit. 1 for 3 on the night. And Frankie starts him off with a fastball drilled to right center. Back goes Church near the wall to grab it. Again, the 3-2. Bouncing ball right side. Castillo runs it down. Wide throw, but Murphy able to grab it and find the bag for the second out for Fernando Nieve, who was terrific again tonight. Upton lifts one to center field. A can of corn for Carlos Beltran. And the ball game is over. K-Rod bounces back with a 1-2-3 ninth for the save. Fernando Nieve now 2-0 as a Met with 6 stellar innings. A 3-run homer for Brian Schneider, keynote in the offense. And the Mets begin their 10-game homestand by beating the Rays 5-3.